Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners, a television podcast for true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews.
If you say so.
I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and spooky ghost, Stairmaster.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid!
And here's our other co-host, and not really a ghost, maybe an illusion or just something that I want to see. Kiorein.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm trapped in a mirror right now. If
Oh,
you
no.
didn't notice.
Yeah,
It's okay.
a
I got a hammer.
No.
Won't that just break him?
No, I'll be fine, but your psyche will break. You'll like see this vision of a man
Oh,
skateboarding.
No. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Tony Hawk?
We'll see a vision of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, and he'll do like a really cool kickflip skateboard trick, and it'll look right at you. Soul-piercing gaze. And from then on, you'll never be the same anymore.
Whew, that's pretty spooky, and it's pretty fitting because this is a spooky episode of the show. You know, Halloween is coming up.
Because Halloween's this week.
Yes, yeah, and we're all in the spirit. I'm dressed as a giant pumpkin.
I'm dressed as a Christmas tree.
And I'm trapped in a mirror.
Yep, all of the three major food groups of Halloween. All right, what'd you guys watch this week?
Oh. I saw Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
how was
It was
Halloween? The new one, right? Not the
Yes,
original
the
that you
new
also hadn't seen until recently.
Yes, the new one. It was good. It's basically about as good as a sequel you're ever going to get.
Yeah, was there a lot of stabbing?
Yes! There was a lot of people being beaten to death.
Nice.
Like, there was just one extended fight sequence in a bathroom, in a truck stop bathroom, where Michael Meyers beats this guy to death and basically smashes his head in. Oh!
Huh.
And the entire reason the plot happens is because of podcasters.
Wow, we're finally hitting the big time, boys.
What did they do?
Now we can get killed by Michael Myers.
Well, they have him in the mental asylum, and the podcasters are doing like a true crime type thing, and they bring him the mask to see if it gives him a reaction, and he's completely stationary, but all the mental patients around him start freaking out. And
why are they allowed to do this?
Because they're big-time podcasters. And then later, when he's being transferred to a different facility, mysteriously the bus crashes, and all the inmates break loose.
Because they showed him the mask.
Yeah.
They've all been influenced, touched by the Myers.
Also, there's a plot twist where the not Loomis character is involved in the getting him out, but it's not clear how involved he was.
Well, now you just ruined the movie.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I have a
That
pretty
plot
similar
twist
problem.
That plot twist only exists to set up the finale.
There's this glove. If you show it to me, I'll freak out just like Michael Myers did in whatever you watched.
Whatever I
This
watched.
glove. What, this glove right here? Wow. Kio's just staying motionless. It's a good thing he's in that mirror.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be in here for a while.
I just had a thought. I can use this hammer to smash other things besides mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Swanson.
Nah.
Don't smash that pumpkin.
Stop. Get out of here.
Whoa! Splat.
Kio, what'd you watch this week?
Oh, I watched the days slip away.
Oh, also I watched...
While you were, like, trapped?
Oh, I watched Daredevil.
Yeah? How was that?
It's good. It's like, it's back up there with season 1, since they don't have any stupid ninja stuff.
Yeah, just a regular guy being a gangster or whatever. Wilson Fisk
Yeah,
does.
that's what Daredevil's about. A regular guy being a gangster.
I was talking about...
He's an average
Vincent
Joe
D'Onofrio.
embracing a life of crime.
I have paid a debt. You know, it's funny.
The only thing I can see is the crimes I'm about to commit.
It's funny because that show's super grounded, but Vincent D'Onofrio's like just constantly talking like a JRPG villain.
He's talking like he's about to come at any moment.
The city requires a revising.
I have
Yeah, it's revising.
a speech impediment. Watch me.
Mr. Murdoch, would you like to suck?
Watch me touch my cufflinks.
Wait. Why is he Christopher Walken now?
That's what happens when he gets old. He becomes Christopher Walken. Old man Wilson Fisk is Christopher Walken.
Also, 9 episodes in and Daredevil still hasn't put the suit on.
He doesn't like wearing that
a
thing.
good thing.
The suit's itchy.
Itchy scratchy.
Yeah, I caught up with the new season of Doctor Who. It's all right.
Okay.
There's an
Moving
episode
on.
that with Rosa Parks.
Oh,
it was actually pretty good, but I had the worst expectations
what if
going
racism
in.
was your phone?
What did you say?
Yeah, I would have expected like him to sit down with her and say, "What you're doing is just not right."
The doctor's a lady now, so.
It turns out that aliens are responsible for racism.
No, it was actually someone from the far future trying to go back in time and stop Rosa Parks.
20 million years in the future.
And that's a kind of strange moment in history to try to change.
I mean, I guess I don't. They make it so that like it's a thing where like a civil rights movement would stop working, and then like I don't know. I guess they posit that like other movements wouldn't work in America because of that one.
All the black people would just give up if they didn't have that one incident to inspire them. Nothing else was going on.
Yeah, and it wasn't like there were other people doing the same exact thing that Rosa Parks did.
Yeah, it's not like
I guess
Fred
they, like,
Hampton was
calculated-
being assassinated by the government or anything.
they calculated the exact butterfly effect of that action, and they were like, "That's it, right
I mean,
there."
it was a fun episode,
There
and
we
like
go.
I guess it was a nice way of. I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time.
They at least don't have the doctor save the day. They at least have like.
From racism?
Well, yeah, they have Rosa Parks like do her thing. They.
And then the doctor gets on the bus and is like, hold up. I have a solution that everyone will be fine
Yeah,
with.
they don't do that, thankfully. They actually have like a really weird thing where the doctor and all of her white compatriots have to be on the bus and contribute to like her having to be asked to move. So it's like I don't know, it's like a weird bit of like white privilege.
A false flag.
Yes.
I can't believe they turned Rosa Parks into a false flag operation.
Oh boy. Anyway, it was fine. Let's get to the news, huh?
Yeah, we better.
All right, you guys liked Luke Cage, right? That new season was pretty poppin'.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
watch it.
you won't have to watch any more because it got canceled.
Well,
No more season 3 for
Oh,
Luke
no.
Cage.
Oh,
well, I still have to watch
What's-
the second season.
Netflix has announced. It actually announced it. They announced it the day we recorded, I think, last week. That they are, in addition to killing Iron Fist, they're canceling Luke Cage as well.
why? Did that get bad ratings too?
They didn't actually give like a reason.
I guess America wasn't ready for a bulletproof black man
Yeah.
who immediately got rendered vulnerable to bullets like halfway through the show.
Don't worry, the second season hand waves that away.
Yeah, he just like adapted to the bullets, and now they don't hurt him anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, the spokesperson said in a press release, unfortunately, Marvel's Luke Cage will not return for a third season. Everyone at Marvel Television and Netflix is grateful to the dedicated showrunner, writers, cast, and crew who brought Harlem's hero to life for the past 2 seasons, and to all the fans who've supported the series.
Just put him in movies. Have him team up with Spider-Man.
The prevailing theory, I guess, is that they're going to have Iron Fist and Luke Cage be team up boys in their own series together.
No, have him kill Thanos.
Oh, all right.
Just in the new Avengers movie, it's just like those two alone.
Yeah, like all the Avengers are like dead or dying, and Thanos is like, looks like I won again, and Luke Cage is like, guess again, sucker.
I
stepped
just
in the
picture all the
wrong
Avengers
neighborhood.
like
And by which I mean Earth.
all sitting down for meetings, and we're just like, we can't do it. We're not good enough. We suck. And Luke Cage walks in. He's just like, leave it to me. I'll handle this.
And like Iron Fist shows up too. He's like, yeah, I'll be there. Anyway, the prevailing theory is that that's going to be a thing that Disney's going to save for their streaming service.
Well, the theory's a little better now that it's not just Iron Fist.
Yeah. Why doesn't Punisher just shoot Thanos?
That's a good question.
Why doesn't Thor, the tallest of the Avengers, simply not eat the other ones? Also, Hulk is clearly the tallest.
A lot of good questions, Bert.
What was that, Keo?
There's a lot of good questions being asked here.
It's true. We're full of them. Anyway, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens with the future of Luke Cage. Maybe nothing. Or the future of the Marvel Netflix shows. Anyway, that's not the only superhero stuff that's getting wet and wild. Gotham, everybody's favorite television show that no one watches about young Bruce Wayne.
I thought it was about...
It's technically about Detective Gordon, but also all of Batman's villains are there.
I was about to say Jim Davis.
So the show that doesn't really make sense?
Yeah, it's a show that doesn't make any sense and is dumb. I've watched like 2 episodes of the first season. I haven't watched since. I think it's on like its 5th now. Anyway, the showrunner announced recently that Bane is coming to the series, despite the fact that Bane doesn't make sense without Batman being there. More than
fine.
Almost any villain.
This show is fine. Don't worry.
And they did release a picture of this. They did release a picture of this Bane. Keo, I think it's time for you to do something that's become sort of a classic of this podcast. I think you need to describe this picture for the folks.
Okay. So you have this man here. It looks like he just got pepper sprayed, and his eyes are really red, and he's looking over at the person who sprayed him, kind of agitated.
Yeah, he does look very agitated.
Now on his face, he's wearing like some kind of metal mask that's kind of covering his mouth and nose. And I can't really tell what is connecting the mask with his face. It looks like maybe like he's got like some really like light leather kind of draped over the sides of the metal mask. It's a very strange combination. And
his earmuffs
just kind of go.
He's got some earmuffs, so, keeping his ears warm from the cold Gotham weather.
And the most interesting aspect to this particular design is his torso, which is some kind of amalgamation of pipes and wires.
It looks like Darth Vader's chest plate, but shittier.
This does actually just look like Darth Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi.
He's got like shoulder pads as well.
Yeah, they look like they're like some kind of soft material.
They look like shitty, like tiny little stubby Saiyan armor. Shoulders.
They look like if you squeezed it, it would just be like soft to the touch.
This Bane looks like a mid.
Soft.
This Bane's so soft to the touch. This Bane looks like a mid-90s like action movie villain. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme would kick this guy.
Yes. He's a cyborg from the future hunting down people.
I mean, yeah, he looks like he belongs in like...
the only one who could stop him.
Yeah, he looks like he belongs in like Future War or Time Cop.
He looks like a cyborg that looks really menacing, but is the first one that gets killed off in a movie, just to introduce the idea of cyborgs.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, he's got a lot of hair for Bane.
It's true. Maybe because they noticed that he looks like Darth Vader at the end of his life, and they were like, "We got to put some hair on that guy."
Oh, what is
make the hair like kind of like vaguely spiky?
He's got like Nintendo Power Gloves.
That's where his venom comes from. Is that what they call that? Is that what Bane has?
Yes, he's got venom. He's got the ooze.
He's got so much of it that he uses pipes.
What if he got like a big tank on his back?
What if he had like a little like faucet on his thing, like a little like
oh no,
like a little like hot and cold like knobs that you could turn, like one's red and one's blue.
What would the blue one do?
I don't know. Give him extra venom.
The red one.
Maybe something happens differently when you heat it up.
I think that's the plot of Arkham Asylum, the video game.
We don't see anything behind his back. He could just have like a water tank behind him, and what he does is he boils the venom.
Oh man, imagine if you had at the end of a big football game, you're pouring a keg of venom on someone.
Oh man, that sounds dangerous.
They just turn into a big muscle rage monster.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a pretty good way to wrap up a sports game.
Bloodshed?
Yeah, just having your coach go wild and just slaughtering the entire crowd.
Oh man, maybe that's how they introduced Bane into Gotham. His origin story is that he was a high school football coach who gets dunked.
They won the big game, but all they had was this highly experimental.
What if it was Bruce who dunked it on him?
No.
Oh man, imagine the guilt.
Bruce would be playing lacrosse, not football.
It's true. He's a rich boy. Hey, look at this rich boy. That's what they say to him.
Yeah, I didn't pull his pants down.
He wasn't necessarily playing. He was just there. It's just like, hey, dump this venom on this guy. Why not?
Boy, that'd be dangerous.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't have a fully formed moral compass yet.
Some say he never will.
That is some good teen dialogue. You need to write that down.
I do. I write it down. I'm actually a writer for Titans.
Oh, that's believable. I just assumed that it was like a bunch of monkeys in a writer's room that were writing that script.
What do you think I am? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Wow. Stairs making very realistic monkey noises.
Man, my frontal cortex can't process this correctly.
How oddly specific.
As I am a teenager and it's not fully developed.
All right. Keo has a new segment. It's Kiorain's Condiment Corner.
Condom.
I said condiment.
Oh,
hit the theme, Stair. Gross.
Okay, well, I just got inspiration for this next segment based on what Stair said. But so here's Condiment Corner. We are going to showcase a condiment and talk about new and exciting ways to use that condiment.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
So today we're going to start out with a classic. It is that red, delicious condiment we all know and love, ketchup.
Oh, not tomato paste.
Tomato blood.
Yeah, ketchup is kind of like tomato blood. It's got extra stuff in it to make it taste different than tomatoes.
Lead thinner.
That's kind of like what blood is.
Yeah, you put some menthol in there. You know, put a little.
Yeah, menthol. So here are the rules. I'm going to give an exciting new tip for ketchup, and then the two of you are going to give your own idea for ketchup.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And whoever has the best one wins.
Okay.
So my idea for ketchup is a new exciting way to store it.
Oh.
Now, you ever have your ketchup in a bottle and it just doesn't come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what you do. You buy a big pack of condoms and you fill each of them with ketchup. So you have individual ketchup containers full of ketchup, and we call them condiment condoms.
Where do we store these?
You put them wherever you want.
Your
you
cupboard.
Keep them in a drawer. Keep them in the cupboard. Keep them in the refrigerator.
You got a refrigerator.
What if I need a condom?
Well, I mean, you can just squeeze the ketchup out and use it.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
essentially pour it all over your partner.
I've heard of putting ketchup on hot dogs, but putting ketchup on my dong?
Hey, probably works pretty well.
Okay.
No, that was my idea.
Oh, well,
putting ketchup on my dong. It's my new idea. A new aphrodisiac to spice up your love life.
My idea is also for storage, but I'm thinking big. we have a statue that's transparent, translucent, and it's filled with ketchup. It's of a man.
Oh my god.
But instead of having a dick, he has a faucet, and you can turn a nozzle to pour the ketchup out of. Alternatively,
I'm speechless.
It could come out of his nipples, I guess.
Do you think people would go for this very homoerotic idea?
I think we put these in public in like restaurants, since it's a lot of ketchup.
It's not homoerotic. Hold on. It's just erotic.
Well, I guess
enjoy this too.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking about the three of us.
You were just thinking about how you felt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Hold on, you want to put this in restaurants?
Yeah, you get your meal and then you carry the plate over and pour a ketchup on it.
I'm curious how you plan on pitching this idea of a giant naked statue of a man with a penis dispenser for ketchup.
I mean, this could be some brand synergy. Just imagine, Ronald McDonald.
Oh, no!
Wait.
I was thinking more like Burger King.
Expand on that, Kiorein.
Okay, I mean, you go to McDonald's and you say, we'll make your restaurant a lot more exciting. You have a giant translucent statue of Ronald McDonald.
Oh, no.
The kids will love it.
Where...
Suddenly, McDonald's is a lot more popular with theater kids in middle school.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they go for it. And just all kinds of brands will want to get in on this new idea.
I mean...
Stair, you win, hands down.
I guess we could have a woman statue, and the faucet could just be inside her.
Yeah.
And...
that would be horrible.
The faucet could be one of her nipples.
I mean, I don't know if that's any better.
Or the nozzle.
Some would argue that's worse because you have to reach your hand inside of a woman.
No. The nozzle, the little turny thing will be on her nipple.
Oh. Some would. I feel like
belly button.
Arguably, I would say that's worse because. Well, I think we all know why it's worse.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have my side here, kid?
Stair, I'm gonna have to take away the winning prize from you for that idea.
I was trying to be inclusive.
I'm gonna give it to Swanson for his idea of.
Hold on.
What was it?
Putting ketchup on your dick.
Historical figures like Martin Luther King Jr.
All right, Stair. Now that's just offensive.
No, Stair. It's gone. The idea of just slathering it on your junk's gonna win now.
We live in the worst possible timeline.
That's right. I didn't win the popular vote, but I won.
Yeah. And your prize is a big handful of ketchup. Here you go.
I'm going to slather this all over my nether regions. Right now.
Do it after the pod.
Do it slow. Do some more.
Stair, stop watching me like that.
Okay.
Yeah, seems fine with it.
I'm just trying to keep my composure.
All right, well, we watched the trailer.
He's go flushed.
We watched the trailer, so you know what that means. It's time for Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Keo.
Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun.
That's right, Trailer Blazers, where we watch the latest and greatest in television trailers. This week we watched the trailer for Season 2 of Amazon Prime's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It was this thing.
Okay. Good talk.
Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. It does not seem like something I'd watch.
It's about a lady trying to make it in the world.
In the world of
stand-up comedy.
What?
In the 1920s.
I don't know actually when it's set. I haven't watched this show, but it looks old.
120 AD.
What if it keeps going backwards in time?
Oh no.
Anyway, it's a lot of the titular Maisel and her manager, I think, played by Alex Borstein.
Oh.
And they're going to a lot of places and talking to a lot of people, and it looks really interesting.
You say that with such lack of conviction, Kiorein.
I'm going to sleep now. Easy.
Look, I think Stair and I are in agreement. The show doesn't look very interesting.
It looks fine.
Yeah, it looks like something I leave in the background. Background noise I look at once in a while. It's like, oh, good for her. She's doing something.
Oh, she took her shirt off.
Yeah, I don't think that happens at all in this.
I guess my issue with this trailer, at least, is that there doesn't seem to be like a conflict in this show.
Yeah,
she's trying to get into a male-dominated industry,
but you don't see her having any problem doing that. You just see her kind of doing it.
Anyway, yeah, it looks like an alright show. Although nothing in this trailer gives me a sense of like.
Did any of the jokes make you laugh?
No.
Nothing in the trailer makes me think that it's like. Makes me think of like. Gives me an idea of the story or where it's going or anything. It just seems like a collection of like fun times.
Yeah, just she's out having fun. That's it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've heard good things, so maybe I'll watch it at some point in the future, or maybe not. Who knows?
You'll think about it. You'll sit in your thinking chair and think it over.
Yep, I'll sit on my pondering podium, and I'll pontificate.
There you go.
Anyway, that's about it for all of the preamble. We watched a spooky show featuring spooky things, or maybe not. We watched, this week we watched The Haunting of Hill House, Netflix's new show about ghostly encounters of the somewhat supernatural kind.
Okay, what's scarier, ghosts or incels?
Well, incels are real, so ghosts.
Okay, what if an incel died and came back as a ghost because he didn't have sex in his life?
So I don't like where this is going.
I don't actually have an end game here, Kia. That's all I had.
There's only one thing that ghosts could possibly do.
And that's haunt people?
Yes.
Yeah, that's real. Actually, that is really all they can do.
What were you thinking, Kia? Oh man, what if they did an episode of Law and Order SVU where the culprit's a ghost?
You mean the ghost showed up at your house?
You're saying that the rape kit tested positive for ectoplasm?
Why are we talking about Law and Order again?
You brought it up. It's your fault.
I did bring it up.
You said last week. You mentioned that last week, and that was an SVU episode.
Let he use without sin, yada yada.
Anyway, yeah, we watched this spooky ghost show. The title of which this first episode is called "Steven Sees a Ghost," which is it's a very straightforward episode title. I wish more shows just had a very an explanation of what's going to happen, and by the end of this episode,
I think every show should just say something that happened in the episode.
Yeah, imagine if you watched the first episode of Breaking Bad and it was Walter cooks meth.
Maybe this is an anime.
Or you watch an episode of The Wire and it's Bunk has a bad day.
They still haven't found that fucking gun.
Omar biffs it and breaks his leg.
I don't know. I think he did it really well. He
actually did it pretty. He did a pretty good
job. In real life, that guy didn't break his leg when he jumped out of that.
What, he just, jumped and was fine?
Yeah. That's what happened in real life.
Damn. How do you do that? How do you manage it?
He just get lucky.
Also, in real life, he wasn't shot in the face.
Oh. Spoilers. He died, recently of heroin.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Maybe he's a ghost.
No. He seemed pretty satisfied. Oh, man.
That's just what you want,
if
Swanson.
Being addicted to heroin was enough to come back as a ghost.
That would
be enough. No, it is enough because your ghost is gonna want more heroin.
Oh man!
Oh yeah, and they just start hanging around crack houses.
They hang out on the corners, but only at night.
Oh man, that's no good. Anyway, yeah, The Haunting of Hill House is based off of a
1959.
Yep, 1959 novel. It's, some refer to it as the seminal haunting ghosts book. It's a pretty good book. I don't think I read all of it when I read it in high school.
Wow, you actually read a book?
Believe it or not.
He read 1/3 of it, and he was like, "I can get a C with that."
This show seems completely different from the book. There were only 4 principal characters, and only 2 of them were related. This show has a entire family.
Like The Wire.
Yes. It feels more like 6 Feet Under.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, so we get a flashback. Well, we start in a flashback, I guess, right?
Yeah. We weren't told it was a flashback. We were just shown a scene, and I thought the show was just going to feature those kids, but then they grow up, and then it's kind of slightly confusing.
Thank God that the show doesn't feature those kids, though. Those kids aren't fantastic.
There's a haunting in 1990, whatever, and a haunting in 2018.
Oh, well, isn't one of them a movie? Anyway, so we get a look at these kiddos.
They're spooked at night. It's scary.
They're being spooked. I'm curious what their parents do. They say that they're building up this house to sell it. Are they antique house flippers?
Yes.
I guess.
They just got it from their long lost aunt who just died recently.
They just go to houses and flip them. Because it sounded like something they did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said just like last time.
Yeah, what a weird profession.
Yeah,
someone's got to sell those houses.
Do they?
Does someone have to sell those houses?
I'm curious. What's the part? What process of fixing the house makes it look less haunted? This house is doomed to always look like it's haunted.
They could
you got to take out all that old timey furniture for starters.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Maybe cut down some of the trees so it doesn't look secluded.
Yeah. Just add some cardboard cut out of people outside of it to make it look like there's people around it.
Yeah, something to make it a little less haunted looking. Because this house is haunted as fuck.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, we get Dad starts checking in on the kids after one of them gets spooked. One of his daughters says something about pandas don't eat macaroni, which, is that a fact?
Yeah, pandas are they don't like to eat a lot of food. They like
also
to just
don't
sit
like
there.
Fuck. It's a real problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And not in captivity.
They're
just
volcel.
I don't want. They're I don't want these weirdos watching me. I want to be out doing it in the wild.
But if a panda was hungry and you gave it macaroni, I think it would eat it.
I think a panda can eat macaroni, but it turns its nose up at it.
Well, maybe the macaroni wasn't cooked.
Wow, panda thinks it's too good for macaroni?
I think you have to cook the macaroni in order for the panda to eat it.
Maybe the panda wants it al dente.
It just wants gourmet bamboo sticks.
Yeah. But yeah, we get the dad tells his youngest daughter and son a delightful story or something. Does he actually? I don't think it's actually a story. I think he's just nothing's the matter. Go to bed.
He's just trying to explain away the fact that they're seeing crazy stuff.
Yeah, but his youngest daughter still sees crazy things.
He's like, oh yeah, sometimes kids have dreams that just kind of leak out into reality. That's not scary at all. Go to sleep.
We do get a cool intro. This is a pretty okay intro to a TV show.
I don't remember anything about it.
It was statues crumbling and ghosts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty spooky.
Yeah. So then we cut to modern day in the year of our Lord 2018, and
we get this lady talking about her dead husband.
They have smartphones.
Yeah, that's how you know it's 2018. And it turns out that she's talking to one of the, 50 children that this guy had. There's only 5, but...
We call those folk quiverful.
Oh, I thought we called them Mormons. Yeah, this man is a successful author, quote unquote, who wrote a autobiography of his experiences in the titular Hill House.
He wrote a biography of the house.
Yeah, he wrote a biography of the house titled "I'm the House."
Our house, my story.
And yeah, he tries to. I guess he's getting info for a new book from this lady, right? That's the idea. He's trying to find new inspirations for his spooky tales.
Yeah, I think he's like a ghost counselor.
I guess, yeah, because he's part of what he does is try and take signatures of ghosts. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's got this notebook, and he just leaves pens on the table. It's like, come on, sign.
Come on, stupid ghost, write down your name on this paper, stupid.
Well, he also has this heat sensor thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to detect I guess ghosts give off heat. I don't know.
He's got a motion sensor.
Yeah. He's like the
He's like, oh, I'm getting such a strong reading, but I don't see anything. And then the xenomorph pops up from under the floor.
Yeah, that's a really weird twist that happens in this. It's when the xenomorphs show up.
It just turns out there's no ghosts. It's just been aliens.
Yeah.
And then the Predator rescues him.
Yeah, it turns out it's actually a stealth television show of Alien versus Predator.
They just don't tell anybody. You have to watch it to find out. And then you just hear
this deep breathing, and out of the darkness, you see Michael Myers' mask fade out.
What? Why is Michael Myers here?
No, and then he stabs the Predator.
What? Okay, why is that better?
This is Alien versus Predator versus Michael Myers.
3 totally on the same playing field things.
I think Michael Myers could kill a Predator.
He's just a normal dude.
Yeah, but he's got a normal knife. And in the movie Predators, there's a prison guy who gets a Predator with a prison shank. It doesn't kill him, but it slows him down.
Okay, so Michael Myers could slow down a Predator.
He could stab him through the head. You need to see this new Halloween. He's after 40 years in a mental asylum on a heavily restricted diet, he kills a guy by stepping on his face and crushing his skull.
He's got crazy energy.
Yeah. It's almost
big,
like
big
he's not
crazy
natural.
Energy.
It's almost like he's some sort of boogeyman.
I'm pretty sure if you get crazy enough, you can teleport.
He can teleport.
Oh, he has been demonstrated to teleport if you've watched the end of Halloween.
Or the beginning of Halloween.
Or the middle of Halloween.
I like Michael Myers. He knows what he wants and how to get it.
So we get another. So what the show does in this episode, and to sort of expedite the process here, is it goes back and forth, giving us scenes of each of the siblings before moving back to them, with the exception of one of them, because as we find out later, there's a reason why she isn't important. So the next one we get is the oldest daughter who runs a
sex club.
No, a mortuary. Is that right?
Oh.
Mortuary?
Moratorium.
No, that's different.
Moratorium. There we go.
Also, no one runs a sex club in this.
What a shame. What, were we expecting more sex clubs after last week?
No, I'm curious where you got sex club from.
Oh.
I mean, I guess there is a club in this. Anyway, she runs a mortuary with her husband, and they have kids, I guess. We don't really see those kids. They don't seem important.
Good. We don't need more kids in the show.
That's true. We've had enough. We have enough in the flashback. Those children
actors.
Our
kid quota.
Those children actors aren't great.
Yeah, Halloween, the new one, only has 2 kids, basically.
Yeah, but I heard the one.
Oh
of
yeah,
them's,
the
like,
first
really,
kid gets like neck snapped by Michael Myers.
I heard one of them's like really
Let's-
good though.
Oh yeah, though.
Let's genetically engineer the perfect child actors.
Oh, we need like DNA from everyone on the wire.
But yeah, like I'm a very picky person when it comes to children actors because most of the time they suck ass.
Swanson hates kids.
I despise all
He's
children
the guy
actors.
from M.
Yeah, but only with children actors. Actual children are fine when they have to be actors.
The moment they start acting, Swanson just starts glaring.
He picks up that knife.
Like, it's also a thing where it's like extremely rare that you get a moment where anybody casts like kids who are like good at acting, like like where you pick like the Stranger Things children. Like you can't. It's hard to recreate that kind of stuff with just random people. The first kids that you pick.
Anyways, lesbianism happens.
Yeah, with the other, when we get back to the next daughter, she's a lady who has like wears like gloves like she's Rogue from the X-Men.
Maybe she is.
And maybe
that'd be a good twist.
Yeah, she doesn't look anything like Rogue from the X-Men, but you know.
What would happen if Rogue from the X-Men grabbed Michael Myers?
Nothing, because Michael Myers doesn't have powers.
Besides teleporting and...
Well, yeah, then I guess she'd
fake
teleport.
invulnerability.
Yeah, she'd be vaguely invulnerable and teleport.
But she
also Michael Myers would pass out.
Wouldn't she get his memories as well? Wouldn't that break her mind?
Oh, maybe.
I
don't think...
I guess... Would memories of killing people make you go crazy?
No, I think like just going into Michael Myers' mind would break you because it's not really human.
He's just a guy. What do you mean he's not really human?
He's the boogeyman.
Would he make a deal with the devil?
He's just evil. He's just the incarnation of evil.
Well, I mean, if you listen to Halloween 6, he's actually a cult. He's actually been empowered by a cult.
The Curse of Throme. Or whatever the hell it was.
That sounds right enough. Anyway, this...
Man, we're really excited about this show, aren't we?
Yeah, as you can tell, this show was very captivating.
You should go see Halloween.
The middle child...
2018.
The middle daughter is a, like gothic Lolita type.
Oh, no. Just like my Japanese animes.
Only she has no interest in the opposite sex. As the show plainly displays by having a guy like look at her seductively, and she just be like, "Psh," and then
hold
goes
on,
over and
you
talks
tell
to the
me
girl.
these women have sex with other women?
Yeah, and she does.
Well, yeah, but we don't really get to see much of it.
Don't sound so disappointed, Sarah.
Come on, it's a show about
we
ghosts.
only got like 10.
Skin.
We only got 10 uninterrupted minutes of it.
Yeah, we didn't get to see much of it, but we did get to see a lady pretty much orgasm.
Mm. Yeah, but I need context for that orgasm.
Do you? But yeah, she promptly escorts the lady out and says, it's just we did what we came to do, or whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for someone else right now.
I'm sorry.
Best of luck on your search for sex partners.
I'm sorry, you're not a ghost.
And then she fades away.
But yeah,
sure who she refers to.
This middle daughter is pretty much the family's resident Jessica Jones.
Oh.
She's hard drinking and hard loving.
Just like me.
Yeah, Keo is kind of the resident Jessica Jones of this podcast. Isn't that right, Keo?
Yeah, let me take a drink of this drink.
Antifreeze? I don't know about this, Keo.
Yeah, Keo, that's not
good.
Great idea.
It's sweet.
By drink, I meant alcohol.
Yeah, we have a cabinet. I've got this, vintage from 1890 that I killed a man for. You could have.
But I already got started on this antifreeze.
Oh, fair enough.
Mix it. Wait,
no!
Don't.
It's keeps me warm,
it's
too.
my vintage. We will use it as I say.
So we can mix it?
Yes. Get some lead in there, too. That'll make it taste nice.
That's really sweet.
Later when we get a look at the old dad, we get some creepy ghost touching.
Oh no!
Where this like ghost, presumably the ghost of their mom, shows up and is like touching them,
as opposed to sexy ghost touching.
Well, yeah, this is creepy ghost touching, where it's like supposed to weird you out and not arouse you. I was soft watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That's my biggest complaint. This in Law and Order.
Anyway.
Oh no! Stop.
This is my revenge for last week.
Your revenge for you being bad?
Yes.
Stair's revenge on himself is to be even more obnoxious. So yeah, we get a look at the dad, and the dad seems disheveled.
And old.
And decrepit. He has 1 foot in the grave, this man. This old
ghosts make you age really fast.
This old guy's too old to live. He's like in his 50s, maybe.
He's older than mold.
We get some scenes of like the main son, like having an argument with his sister about publishing his book. And there's
they don't like the idea of writing about what happened in the past.
Yeah, a lot of this first episode is kind of uninteresting to me because it's like boring family drama and not ghosts.
Yeah,
like there's one like good ghost time. There's one good ghost time, and that happens
at good ghost times.
Yeah, that's true. There's 2 good ghost times, and one happens in like the middle, and it's pretty cool, and then one happens at the end, and it's pretty all right.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's no ghost.
Well, yeah. Do you want to expand on that, Kio?
It's just computers. Like going to the locked room that the kids were talking about earlier. And it's just a big 1980s supercomputer.
It's just
like, welcome. You have finally figured it out.
Womp, 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 womp. It's like, whoa, what?
Prepare to be downloaded.
Yeah, and then they get stuck in the internet.
Yeah, it's just CG and stuff. There's no actual there's no actual ghost.
Sounds like she was the ghost in the machine.
Womp, womp, womp. Anyway, Kio, what were you saying?
Yeah, there's no ghost.
Expand on that.
Yeah, the theory that the characters are positing that there's no ghost and the mom was just mentally ill is definitely the reality of this universe.
Well, right, and that's like an interesting idea, but they don't really focus on that too much. Like the son says it like once, and the lady he's talking to is like, "Huh, that's an idea." And then like the show's like, more of this boring family drama.
Yeah.
Like, it's an interesting idea to explore, and the book does this too, kind of, because no one knows for sure if the ghosts are actually like a thing that's haunting the residents or what.
We may never know.
And I like the idea of like doing a ghost story and positing that like it's just psychological torment of someone's experiencing, which like that's not super new with ghosts.
It is ghosts.
What if it wasn't though? Yeah, see?
Also, those simultaneous nightmares they kept having were just a coincidence. No ghost. Hashtag no ghost.
Maybe it's just an Esper.
If you agree,
psychic boy.
If you agree with Kiorein, use hashtag no ghosts. If you disagree with Kiorein, use hashtag so ghost.
Okay, that's good. Stop the episode right there. We peaked.
But yeah, we get there was a thing with like a weird housekeeper, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he's touching the kids. Maybe he's not.
It was a lady, I think.
Oh, none. Well, it's like an old guy that they don't like.
Oh, yeah, and then his wife is the other one who like shows up and has like a weird conversation about religion.
Stair, is that how you'd react if you had a weird housekeeper around your kids?
Yes! I'd be worried every day.
But you didn't sound worried. You said maybe he's touching the kids.
Yeah, well, they aren't my kids on the show.
Maybe they're the ones who are haunting the people.
I believe it.
I don't know. This lady caretaker was creepy. She was all like, "I believe in religion too much" or something.
Should you go summon an angel and gonna start killing people?
That'd be cool. But
that'd be interesting. Which is the most important thing this show should be.
We do get an introduction to the last son.
Druggy.
The final son.
Drug son. And
he's no good.
He's a no good drug boy.
He tried to steal the iPad,
and the camera. Yeah, he breaks into his brother's house.
Storage locker.
It's his house, isn't it?
Oh, I thought they were like in.
Yes, Kio.
Sorry.
Oh,
storage unit is the correct term for that.
Was that what it was?
I have no idea.
I thought it was like a storage locker at the train station.
It was like it looked like it was furnished. He referred to it as his house.
Station. It's a very nice train station. They live in Europe.
I feel like Stair just doesn't live in an urban setting, so he doesn't know what like apartment buildings look like.
Possibly.
Where like there's like a communal mailbox. That's not the right word. Communal mailbox. We share our mail here. I meant like a collection of P.O. boxes. Anyway, so he goes...
Hey, Swanson, remember that time I was a member of your cult and you made me give you all my mail?
Yeah, it was great. I stole your identity.
Yeah.
You're still working off that debt.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't let me contest it. They said, seems legit to me. Debt is kept. No bankruptcy either.
That's what they said. Yeah. It's pretty great.
This is America.
And I got off. And I got off scot-free because I said we were part of a cult.
Yeah, religious exemption. I can't believe they gave you that.
We're a part of the Church of Ghosts.
Yep.
Oh, man. Maybe the Holy Ghost is involved, and that's why that lady's talking about Jesus all the time.
Oh, man. The mom was actually possessed by the Holy Ghost. She was speaking in tongues the whole time. So yeah, the main son goes into his apartment, and his sister's there, the one who's been trying to contact all of them the whole time.
Oh yeah, there's a bit we skipped over. She went to the haunted house even though she shouldn't have.
Yeah, I guess she just like drove out to the haunted house or something.
She was possessed.
Or was she?
Nope, she's just mentally ill.
She's definitely possessed.
Boy, it seems like we're getting both sides of the conversation here. Anyway.
She's possessed and mentally ill from the possession.
Oh, alright, well, problem solved. But yeah, he goes into his house and his sister's there. But wait, he gets a call from his dad. He found her at the house. She's dead.
What?
And then the ghost gets like all up close and personal with both him and us.
That gives me a nice big smooch.
Why can't ghosts be friendly?
They are. Sometimes they are. Have you ever seen Casper?
Fake news.
He makes a mattress.
Fake.
Well, you don't think Casper's friendly?
Sleepies.com?
Casper is just ghost propaganda.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Kio?
You ever notice there's no photograph of Casper? It's all just propaganda drawings.
Well, you can't really photograph a ghost.
Well, why can't people see Casper? It's fake, that's why.
Ghosts aren't real, you guys. What are you talking about? Hold on. Is it getting cold in here?
Yeah, it's like freezing.
No, it's fine.
Oh man, our pottery vase thing is spinning.
I'm safe in this mirror, so...
Oh no, someone's giving me a sensual back rub. And it's not Swanson.
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
No, that's my butler, Frank.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, he turned the AC on too, didn't he?
Probably. I told him to, even though it's 40 degrees outside.
Oh, that's a relief. Wait a minute, Keo's trapped in a mirror.
Ah! Wait a minute, Frank's bleeding from his eyes.
Oh, that's a serious
Oh, wow, this is spooky.
Anyway,
we gotta get out of here. But first, we gotta talk about whether we recommend it or not.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the show. Any final thoughts on The Haunting on Hill House?
No.
I feel like the show could get interesting, but this first episode did a bad job getting us started.
Ghosts.
Wow, Stairmaster with the hot takes. On this day of our Lord, Halloween, you're gonna say you don't care of ghosts.
Yeah, I prefer just a guy with a knife.
Ghosts can be spooky, Stair.
Yeah, but they're just like so ephemeral. Help me.
The spookiest thing about ghosts are when they're in your head.
Yeah. The real ghosts are the ones we make for ourselves.
Yeah, that's almost a line from this show.
The real ghosts are the friends we made along the way.
It's true, because soon they will all die along with you. Happy Halloween. Yeah.
Hey, Swanson, I got you a Halloween present.
What? What is it?
It's right here in this box. It's full of bats.
Why'd you tell me it before I opened the box?
Help! They're biting me! Oh no!
I didn't want to surprise you with bats. That'd be unfriendly.
Now I'm turning into a Dracula.
Oh no, Stair's got fangs and everything. He thirsts for the blood of innocence.
And what are you going to do now, Stair, huh?
I'm going to go out and drink someone else's blood.
Oh.
Can you see your reflection in the mirror I'm trapped in?
Hold on. Let me take a good look and oh no, I'm being sucked in. Blah.
I appreciate the Stairmaster's voice has become somehow more plain. Alright, well, both my friends are now trapped in a mirror, so I guess
We're roommates now.
Isn't it mirror mates?
I'm shocked
There's
that
a room in here.
Infect you, Kiorein.
Nah, it's fine.
My Eastern European accent is very lackluster. Blah.
Well, you have a whole eternity to work on it in here, in this mirror.
Anyway, I agree with Keo. I feel like this show could be interesting. There's some fun ideas here, but like, this feels like a typical Netflix show where the first episode is like boring.
Yeah,
Have we watched a Netflix show that wasn't like a Marvel? Not we,
Narcos.
Not the royal we. I mean us. Have
Narcos.
you watched a Netflix? Was Narcos a Netflix show from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for answering that before I finished it.
Also, Bodyguard is a show on Netflix but it's not originally. Never mind.
A Netflix produced show that like had a super good first episode.
Stranger
I
Things.
can't name one.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. A lot of them just are like pretty boring.
House of Cards?
I don't know. Anyway, would you recommend this show?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards no. I was liking some of the ideas, but it's boring. This first episode's boring. It didn't do anything to entice me.
Maybe we should go by the anime rule of 3 episodes before judging a show.
Well, I don't want to watch 3 episodes of this.
Yeah, same.
All right, well, that's a tune out for The Haunting of Hill House. If you want to, that's about it for this week. If you want to contact us in any way, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at Jesse Swanson.
I'm at Stairmaster 2.
I'm at Real Kiorein.
We also have an email.
That's right. If you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, otherwise, you can email them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kiorein?
tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
Blah, I'm feeling something I've never felt before.
What? Love?
Yes.
Wow.
No, horny.
Oh. But you've never felt that before?
No.
Well, I mean, this new Dracula Stairmaster has only existed for a few minutes, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never had enough blood.
I didn't know vampires could get horny, I guess.
Well, that's their whole existence. It's getting horny for women's blood.
Posting about it on Twitter.
They're not horny, though. They don't get, like, an erection.
What do you know what was going on in their pants?
They don't have any blood in
read the book.
They don't have any blood flow.
Well, that's the problem. That's why they need the blood. This is getting kind of circular, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Circular, sort of like being stuck in a mirror.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, that's about it for this week. You can find a show on Twitter at TV Tuners.
You can find a show on Twitter.
And you can use the hashtag TV Tuners and then give a glance at what you say.
Hey Swanson, put your breath on this mirror and write your name in the fog.
I wanna. Alright, fine. There.
Oh, now you're trapped too.
What? But I'm still here.
Welcome. Oh no, now there are two Swansons.
Keel, did you make a
that's really
did you make a
spooky.
double of me?
Wait a minute, this one's bleeding from his eyes.
Oh, spooky.
Oh man, we're having to get out of this one.
Whoa!
I guess we'll have to find out next week. Until then, we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
It's over.
I found him.
Ooh, that's a spooky meatball.